Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Kings and Priests by the grace of God. Today we have a powerful testimony for you, a powerful testimony of salvation and transformation. The scripture says in Revelation chapter 12 and verse 11 that they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony. One of the ways to overcoming the enemy in your life is to share your testimony. And our brother Billy has decided to do just that. You know, right now, as I say, from overseas. So I would have loved to have done another video, maybe on the presence of God or on another topic. But I think today you'll be blessed as you hear this testimony. If you do have a testimony that you want to send and you also want to be put out there to overcome the power of the enemy of your life, the email will appear below, kings.priest7@gmail.com. Now, it's time for the testimony. God bless you.
Hi, my name is Billy, and this is my testimony. I was very lustful. I watched porn. I was masturbating. I was very much in the world. I think life took a bigger turn when I was 17, the summer before I went to university. I went on holiday with my friends, and I got exposed to a whole new lifestyle in drinking, smoking, clubbing, getting attention from girls. And upon returning back to the UK, I found myself very excited, always chasing the same high, always chasing the next motive. When I started university, I carried on with that same lifestyle. Within my first month in, I lost my virginity. The week after, I got into a fight, which saw me get arrested and go into a jail cell for about half a day. I also got banned from the student union for 6 years, and as a result of that kind of saw I stopped that lifestyle. So in March 2023, Christian and Shemi outreached to me, spoke to me about Christ, about being born again, a term I'd never heard of. And I gave my life that day. They invited me to church on the Sunday, and I went to that service. And I was blessed by the word every Sunday, but I was actually living a double life, a life of sin. You know, I'd be in church on Sunday, but I'd be back in the world by Monday. I was serving in church, attending prayer meetings, attending meetings, but I was also living in sin. I was also hiding things as well. So yeah, I got news in my second year that my auntie passed away. So I dropped out of university and moved back to London for that year. I then got a job, and where I was working, there was a strong drinking culture, and I had a liking for drinking prior to that. So my drinking habit got worse and it amplified. I found myself drinking consistently 5 days a week for months. I probably got to a point where I was drinking more alcohol than I was water. And at this point in time, there was an emptiness inside me, an emptiness I couldn't explain. And I found myself leaning into drinking more. In this time, I then met a girl at my workplace. She went to University of Leicester, and things seemed as if they were going quite well. I'd started to place my happiness in her and my hope in her. I'd even made a plan upon returning to university that I would have God first, university first, then the gym and then her. But really and truly, I knew God wasn't first in my life. I remember I also had a plan of Monday to Thursday doing university, Friday to Saturday going to hers, and then Sunday making that weekly appearance at church. However, things did end right before university started, and I came back to university feeling quite low and down. Life started to change at this point. I think I was in a place, like I said, I was feeling down and low. I was in a place where I was really reflecting on my life. I'd opened the Bible for the first time in a long time. I remember going to a Friday night prayer, which I wasn't even called for, but I just felt to go. And I remember going, I had one prayer topic in mind, and knowing that I had a stony heart, I had a hard heart, and I wanted to change, but I just couldn't see how. And I remember throughout the night, through praying, I remember quite literally feeling my heart on fire, literally feeling my heart burning, like a heartburn. And I remember I'd had to sit down multiple times throughout the prayer meeting because that's how much it hurt. But I remember at the end of that prayer meeting, for the first time in my life, I felt like I could see a life or a world in which I didn't love the world and things of the world. From then, I decided to give myself fully. I remember at prayer camp, when I was praying, just a thought came to my head. Just give yourself to it. Just give yourself to this and see what God can do. And by the grace of God, an opportunity around that time had come to just be around more. And I just thought to myself that I'd want to take this opportunity seriously. At this time, convictions started to come. Things like masturbation, watching porn, fornicating, drinking, clubbing. Things which felt normal to me once upon a time didn't feel normal anymore. Strongholds started to lose its grip on me. Things that once had me in a chokehold started to lose its grip on me. At this time, I knew God was changing me. I knew God was working in my life. Now, I'd say I have the peace of God in my life. I believe God has given me a second chance. You know, in the Bible, Paul says, by the grace of God, I am what I am. And honestly, when I look at my life, wherever I am today, it's only by the grace of God. Sometimes I look back, I think about my life for the past year and a bit, and I remember I used to be the main one asking my friends, asking the guys, what's the motive, what's the pattern, what are we drinking? And now I find myself asking questions like, when are we going to church, or who's coming to church? And it shows me God has really saved my life. God has really changed my life, and God has given me a second chance because I was honestly lost. If I could say anything, I'd say be around the right people, be around Christian friends, have Christian friends. I'd also say when invited to things like prayer meetings, camps, gatherings, don't take it for granted, take the opportunity. The Bible talks about sowing seeds of righteousness into yourself. And these little things, they act as seeds and you don't see it, but they do cause growth. I never thought I'd be sharing something like this. I never thought I'd be making a testimony video, but with God, anything's possible. That emptiness I once had, that emptiness that you have, that emptiness that we all have had, nothing in the world can fill it. Nothing under the sun can satisfy it. Only God can.